Hello guys, it's Jared here, and to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the first Shrek movie, I'm going to review the Shrek quadrilogy. So yes, so I'd like to give a shout out to Anthony Ford, because he, back in 2019 when he first came to my channel, he requested me to review the Shrek movies, and you know, now that's the 20th anniversary of the Shrek movies, I thought what better time to review them. So the first Shrek, the plot is basically that Shrek is this ogre who lives by himself in a swamp, and like everyone's scared of him, and he meets this annoying talking donkey called Donkey, who's voiced by Eddie Murphy, and Shrek is voiced by Mike Myers, and basically then there's a bunch of fairy tale characters who are, in Shrek's swamp, and basically they find out that it's a guy called Lord Farquaad who put them in Shrek's swamp. So then Shrek and Donkey go to Lord Farquaad's castle to get him to move the fairy tale characters out of his swamp. But then and we find out Lord Farquaad wants to marry a princess named Princess Fiona, who's locked in a tower. So Lord Farquaad makes Shrek and Donkey go on a quest to get Fiona out of the tower, and then he says if they rescue Fiona, he gets his swamp back, and he'll get all the fairy tale creatures out of the swamp. And I have to say, this is a great film. For me, the second best movie in the Shrek series. My favourite is the second one, but I think this is a really great start to the series. I mean, what really works is the chemistry between Shrek and Donkey. How first Donkey is really annoying at first, but they become friends, and they really need each other, really, because Shrek lives by himself and is kind of hated, and everyone thinks he's a monster, but deep down inside he's a good person as well. And at first, like, even Shrek and Fiona don't like each other much, but they start to fall in love, and you can see that Shrek and Fiona belong together, and Fiona doesn't belong with Lord Farquaad, because he only wants to marry her so that he can be king. And I think at first, like, they don't like each other because Fiona thinks that Shrek is a monster and whatever, and Shrek thinks that because she's a princess she's like kind of a spoilt bitch or whatever. But they become to really like each other, and there's a line in the film about where Shrek's like, you're not exactly what I expect from a princess, and then Fiona says, well, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them, which Shrek and Fiona did kind of judge each other before they knew each other. And obviously, I guess this is a spoiler for this one, but obviously the sequels kind of give it away when you look at the marketing. But obviously there's a twist that Fiona turns into an ogre when it's night, and it's supposed to be true love's kiss breaks the spell, but it was supposed to be that she'll turn back human all the time when she has true love, but actually her true love is Shrek, who's an ogre, so she becomes an ogre all the time, which is interesting. And I think the way they parody all the fairy tale characters is really clever, and they're mostly like characters who were adapted by Disney, but they're not the Disney versions of the characters, obviously, because you have Pinocchio, and well, I guess Gingerbread Man isn't a fairy tale, but but like you have Three Little Pigs, and stuff like that. Well, I think there was a Disney short of Three Little Pigs, but not a feature film. But and of course you have the dragon in this, who falls in love with Donkey, which I think is really funny as well. So I think in general the humour in the film is really good. the back and forth between Shrek and Donkey is really funny, and also how they parody the fairy tales. And yeah, I really like the scene with Robin Hood, who in this is called Monsieur Hood, which is funny because I'm not quite sure why they decided to make him French, because obviously in the story Robin Hood is English. And I think it's kind of similar to how, I know Puss in Boots isn't in the first one, but it's kind of similar to how, like, in the Shrek movies, Puss in Boots is Spanish, but in the story he was French. So, yeah, it's kind of weird, but, it's whatever. So overall, I think Shrek, the first one, is a great film. It's not my favourite Shrek movie, but it's my second favourite Shrek movie, and yeah, I'll put a link in the description to Anthony Ford's channel. He's reviewed all the Shrek movies as well, and he's done other movie reviews and other TV show reviews. So please, yeah, go and check him out, because he requested this back in 2019. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my review of Shrek 2. So yeah.